Well, creatures, Ring of Honor tonight. There were some things here. I don't know. I don't know. We are. It's December 5th. We do have Final Battle, which is on December 20th. That's going to be in New York, and it looks like it's going to be a promising show. Well, maybe we'll see about that. We started off with the grizzled young veterans who are backstage. They're talking about whatever it is that they do. And to be honest, we haven't really seen much of them in AEW. They're currently holding New Japan tag titles right now. And I'm glad we're seeing them actually wearing those titles on AEW. Now, while they're talking, there are some nerds back there who are eating cake and they're offended by this, so they make the guy eat the cake. Isn't that the point? Isn't that what he wants, to eat his damn cake? So y'all just shove it down his mouth anyway. Whatever with that. First match, Alex Reynolds versus Katsuyori Shibata. Shibata, this guy does it to me every single time. He's just flawless. I love him. Alex Reynolds, who is, they clapping for him in Evil Uno, who is ringside every week, every other week, babyface or heel, babyface or heel. This it's so inconsistent that it's consistent. Evil Uno is putting his nose in Shibata's business. So yes, he is getting involved in this match. But Alex Reynolds, he's wrapped up since that situation that happened with the Death Rider. So he's not in really great shape. But you know what? He's under contract. And he's going to have to make sure them kids eat at home. So he got to get in the ring. Shibata ends the match in 8 minutes or so. Tag team action, we have Beef with JD Drake. They went against Waves and Curls. This didn't last too long. Beef and JD takes the win, and I am seeing improvement in terms of them in the ring. They do have they have moves that are complementing each other in the ring, and I like it. They look like they really fit together as a team. I don't see too much of JD acting like he don't know Beef. I'm seeing I think he's easing on to tagging with Beef, which could be an issue at some point when Anthony Henry comes back. Anthony Henry has removed his sling, I want to say a week or two ago. So his return will be happening at some point in the near future. Now, after this, we do have Jay Lethal, Satnam, and them, the whole crew back there celebrating Jay Lethal's new little Black Machismo action figure, which actually looks pretty great. But I love action figures, but I only collect Taker figures, so I won't be buying. But it's very cute, so check that out. While he's over here promoting the new action figure, here comes QT Marshall, who basically is extending a hand. He said, look, ever since that match that I had with the pizza guy, I'm a big deal. I've been on the news everywhere. Everybody knows me. I'm QT Marshall. I'm a household name within America, all over the world. A whole bunch of lies he was saying. And then he goes on to say, Final Battle is a couple of weeks away. You and I can get together and do something at the pay-per-view. And then Jay Lethal look at him up and down like, bitch, I got bigger fish to fry. I'm looking to get in the ring with someone else, and you ain't it. And I was just like, oh, shit, okay, interesting. My fear is that they're going to give us QT versus Jay Lethal anyway. Please, Tony Khan, don't do it. Since Tony Khan has purchased Ring of Honor, Jay Lethal has only been on it twice, tagging with Satnam Singh. For what reason, I have no clue. The last time we did see Jay Lethal, though, Jay Lethal, he was in a little bit of a feud with Jeff Jarrett, who he was with earlier tonight. There was no problems. Remember, they had a little bit of a beef going on where it did look like they were going to split. This is right before the Owen Hart Cup, and for whatever reason, I guess they think we all forgot about that. But they're friends now. Everything's all good in the hood. After this, ladies in action, Trish Adora versus Rachel Ellering. I try to be fair. I really do. Rachel is just... she's boring to me. Y'all might like her. I don't know. Trish Adora comes out with Shane Taylor Promotions, and I like the fact that they came out there to support her. They didn't stay ringside, but they came out with her. So that right there, I do appreciate. Trish Adora, you let that match go on a little too long with Rachel. You can't be playing with your food like that, girl. For me, I feel like Trish Adora should be a bigger deal than what we're seeing right now, especially with her being part of this group. Rachel Ellering, I don't know what we're gonna have to. I don't know what we're gonna do. I really don't know. Something about her, you know, she's getting her time, her little TV time to be in the ring. But I just feel like personality-wise, there's no connection, probably with no one who is watching this show. I hope things get better for her. Now, a little later, she do have a little interaction with Harley Cameron. Once again, they've had several interactions backstage where Harley Cameron is pretty much calling her a loser. And to be honest, that's just the truth. Harley Cameron, who has wrestled less matches, a fraction of the matches that Rachel Ellering has wrestled in her life, who she's out here being more entertaining. And because she has personality, and you can't really buy that. You can't make somebody have a really awesome personality like Harley Cameron has. Now, Chris Jericho, the Nueve, the Learning Tree, he comes out. He got a new little ugly ass logo. He came out there with that ugly hat, that new hat, cowboy hat that he's wearing. He had an I Love New York shirt, and I hate those shirts. They're very touristy, especially for Chris Jericho, who's a New Yorker. Every once in a while, Chris Jericho remembers he's from New York, so he's letting us know that's where he's from. And he looks absolutely horrible. Matter of fact, there was a point where the camera kind of came close to his face, and when I looked at like where his hairline starts, why did it look like he just had a transplant, a hair transplant, like a fresh one too? I don't know what that was. Maybe that's from blading or something. Whatever that was a little scary to look at. But anyway, he gets in the ring and he is just like, you know what? I took care of Ishii, Mark Briscoe, and them. He said, I'm going to be one of the greatest Ring of Honor world champion, just like Jay Briscoe. And I was like, Jay Briscoe, did Mark Briscoe tell you to keep his brother's name out your motherfucking mouth? You don't want to get hurt like you did last time, right? Now, he goes on to say that he's going to be at the Final Battle pay-per-view, and that since he's going to be in New York, he should go against somebody who is also from New York. Then he goes on to say he should probably go against Mayor Rudy Giuliani or Tony Soprano. And I'm just like, bro, are you fucking serious? What the hell? And then, while he's saying that, music hits. And everybody in the crowd was just quiet, like, who music is that? Who the hell is that? Then boom, here comes Matt Cardona, who comes out, and everybody and their mama is just losing it. They're losing it, holy shit chants and all that. And Matt Cardona, I don't know who your tanning people are. Fire them. How do I feel about this? They do get into the ring. They have a little stare off with each other in the ring, and for me, what would I say? He ended up snatching the mic from him or whatever. And long story short, it's official. It's Matt Cardona versus Chris Jericho. How do I feel about this? I am not mad about it, but I would say, so it came to that point where they had to choose Matt Cardona to go against Chris Jericho, because honestly, they have built not a single soul within AEW Ring of Honor to go for the world title, which is just absolutely crazy. And Tony Khan, sometimes I wish you do watch my videos, because I'm just like, sometimes when you're in a situation, you don't really see what other people are seeing. And if you can hear other people saying, like, bro, get it together, like, what is going on here? You got all these people with their Ring of Honor. No one was next in line. Matter of fact, I don't know if y'all remember, Shane Taylor was supposed to be next in line in terms of when Mark Briscoe had it. They completely scrapped that out of the blue, like we were supposed to forget. And then here is Learning Tree with the title, which is absolutely insane. But we're going to take it for what it is. Matt Cardona, I'm pretty sure he'll give us a decent match with Chris Jericho at Final Battle. So now we have Evil Uno and Alex Reynolds. They're doing a promo on God knows what. And here comes John Silver with clothes in his hands, very recognizable clothes in his hands. It's the Grizzled Young Veterans clothes that he stole from their locker room. That's not going to be good for the Dark Order. Now, we have what I feel like is the best match of the night. The Gates of Agony versus Preston Vance and Griff Garrison. I was pleasantly surprised with this. Gates of Agony, they have really great chemistry. Those are one of those situations where you put two wrestlers together and it works. The chemistry is there, the look is there, everything is there. Unfortunately, except the opportunities, but they really make a really great team. However, I was very surprised to see Preston Vance and Griff Garrison. While there was a couple of hiccups here with this group, they actually looked really great as a team tonight. And at some times in the match, we have Preston and Griff dominating the Gates of Agony, which is something we have not seen in quite some time, where the Gates of Agony are going against other opponents and them having a moment or two to have the control over the Gates of Agony, which was pleasantly surprising to me. And this is one of those situations where although Gates of Agony end up taking the win, Preston Vance and Griff Garrison looked very impressive tonight. So I am definitely looking forward to see what we'll get with Preston Vance and Griff Garrison. I wasn't sold on the first match that they had together as a team, but tonight I'm absolutely on board. Tony Khan, let's see where we go with this. So after this, we do have Billie Starkz versus Lady Frost. Do I even have to get into it? Lady Frost loses again. Why does she always lose? We love Lady Frost, Tony Khan. Let her get a W once in a while. We also had them announce that it's official. We're getting the Sons of Texas versus the Righteous. You guys know Sons of Texas, Dustin, Sammy Guevara. Tag team championships are on the line in a Texas Bull Rope match. I am the most excited about this match. This is the best feud that they have going into this pay-per-view. I'm very much invested in this, and I'm hoping that they will end up dropping the titles to the Righteous, because it's about damn time we see someone else with these titles. So after this, we do get a classic match, and I think it went too long again. I don't care too much about the classic match stuff. I'm watching it anyway, but it's still a killer for you to have especially a long classic match before a short main event. I am not feeling it. Before we get to the main event, we have Matt Taven, who's doing a promo. He has been billed to go against Lee Moriarty for the Pure title. He's been having series of matches that is definitely building him to look ready for the Pure title. Matt Taven, I didn't see this the first time, but something made me go back to look at his promo. And I don't know why I missed this in the last few seconds of the promo, but he goes on to say that it's official that he will be going against Lee Moriarty on ROH TV next week. Next Thursday, y'all. When another week after that is the pay-per-view. What are we doing? You build this guy up to go for a title, which I think they've done a good job at. And they even have like this playlist video package thing for Matt Taven, so you can go back and look throughout his career in Ring of Honor. It's really, really great. And I'm just like, okay, they're making this a big deal. I can't wait to see this match on the pay-per-view. But instead, this is literally going to be on next Thursday on Ring of Honor. And when I heard that really crushed my heart. And I was just like, what the fuck are we doing? Not on the pay-per-view. My guess here is that there may be some shenanigans, and then they end up having to have this match again at the pay-per-view. That's the only thing I can think of, because there's just no way that they're not going to have this on the pay-per-view. So for me, I think it's going to be nothing but shenanigans. Speaking of shenanigans, main event, we have Shane Taylor Promotions versus Top Flight in Action Andretti. While this was a great match, I am going to be the one. I'm going to be the one to say it. They have been building STP. They did a new Monster Heels sort of in Ring of Honor AEW, and the chemistry is absolutely there with them. I love this group together, and they've been building them to definitely go for the 6-man tag titles, which whenever Devon Eriks feel like showing up, those titles will be on the line. And I've been liking what we were seeing with Shane Taylor Promotions. Now, we have Top Flight Action Andretti who have been a trios for quite some time. Darius and Dante, obviously, they're blood brothers, so interesting. We've been saying we want to see more from Top Flight and Action Andretti in terms of them getting more opportunities. However, I didn't know it was going to be like this. Great matchup, really great chemistry. The number one thing I have to point out here is last night on Dynamite, I think I forgot to mention this on my review. Maybe I forgot. On Dynamite, all members, Top Flight, Action Andretti, Leo Rush, and them, they all was in that battle royale for the Dynamite ring thing for no reason. They all was in there. And then what ended up happening was Action Andretti and Leo Rush had eliminated Dante and Darius. And now there's issues, obviously, with that group. Even Darius Martin had tweeted to Action Andretti, like, bitch, pick up your phone, I've been blowing you up. Like, what the fuck is going on? Well, he didn't say all that, but you know what I mean. And here's the thing. They taped this. If it wasn't taped yesterday, then it was taped last week. And I'm guessing that they forgot that this happened between Top Flight and Action Andretti. So Action is teaming with them on this show, and they're forgetting that there's issues between the group, and I don't know. That's a mistake on the booking and whoever putting the show together, Tony Khan. Now, to make matters worse, Top Flight and Action Andretti actually wins. This is bad because Shane Taylor Promotions have actually they've been building this group up consistently for a while now, and they have their eyes set on these 6-man tag titles. Action Andretti and Top Flight, every once in a while, when they remember they are employed, they will be on Ring of Honor. So how do you build a faction to go for titles, possibly go for titles, and what you do is you have them take an L 2 weeks before a pay-per-view where they could be going for those titles. And like I said, I love Top Flight, Action Andretti, we love them. But this was a win that would have mattered the most for Shane Taylor Promotions. If they can beat a team like Action Andretti and Top Flight, this definitely put them up in the pecking order in terms of trios in AEW, Ring of Honor, whatever. And I think they missed the ball on this. Tony Khan, I don't know what it is, where it's just like, I don't think sometimes they are thinking or looking at the picture long term. And for me now, I'm just like, they lost credibility 2 weeks before this pay-per-view. Like I said, if the Von Erichs were like showing up. Because remember, the Von Erichs, they had the trios, the 6-man tag titles with Dustin Rhodes, who's already going to be on the pay-per-view, going against the Righteous in a bull rope match. Dustin is like, how old is he for him to do a match like that and also possibly put the 6-man tag titles on the line? This is one of those situations where it's just like, Tony Khan, I totally get it. You wanted to do something for Dustin to show your appreciation to him, and hopefully he didn't go to the other company when the contract came up. But what sense does it make that now here is Shane Taylor Promotions, who are just like, they just took an L. They took an L against a really great team, and this is what they needed. And it's just like, well, what do you do now? You spent all this time building them up, only to take the momentum away right before a pay-per-view. I just don't understand it. I was really upset about this, and sometimes I just feel like they're not thinking long-term. Like, you want people to subscribe to the Honor Club, you want people to be interested. Putting Chris Jericho on there is not even enough. It's not even remotely close enough to get people to want to watch the Honor Club. Building new people and making interesting story and being consistent with building these groups, these individuals, is what's going to get people to want to keep paying that $9.99 every month. And at this point, it's just like, well, what the hell? We got to clean things up with the booking. I don't know what the future holds for Ring of Honor, Tony Khan, but little things like this, if Ring of Honor is too much for you right now with everything else going on with AEW, the football team, and all these other things you got going on, let other people handle this. Let other people handle this, because the issues with the booking is very clear. And right now, in front of this pay-per-view, a lot of things kind of feel like we're just throwing them on last second. Matt Taven is going for the title a week before the pay-per-view, which is just wild to me. Shane Taylor and them losing like this, I don't know. I don't know. Show not bad. You know, most of these matches were okay. I definitely recommend Gates of Agony versus Preston Vance and Griff Garrison, because I think they did a really, really great job. Really looking forward to see what they do with this team. Main event was also good too, but the ending I feel like was a bit of an upset. Feeling like we knew where things were going to go for SCP, and unfortunately things went the other way, and I'm not happy about it. Guys, thanks so much for watching my review. I will be back tomorrow with a review on Rampage. See you guys then.